Access to businesses and public spaces for people with disabilities is more than just a good idea. It is also the law.
But as Morning Insider Vince Girasoli reports, access can also be entertaining.
Center stage at the Victory Gardens Theater. Actions in the spotlight
He swings his arms around in a circle.
are made clearer by words from the overhead booth.
Lights fade in slowly.
The gestures the actors make,
Lang unties Chum from the chair.
the props they pick up,
He moves the camera wildly. They sit, remove shoes.
are narrated by an audio
He
describer,
puts his camera into his backpack and sets it down.
while visually impaired theatergoers listen in on headsets.
I enjoy the problem solving of trying to figure out how to describe this large, elaborate thing in 6 words or less. A masked soldier punches Chum.
Brian Balcom says the job comes down
He backs away.
to choosing your words carefully.
Pulls off his own mask to reveal his face. You want to make sure they are efficient, and you want to make sure they are descriptive. Lang yells in Chum's face. Oftentimes, you only have 1 second or a half a second to communicate as much as you possibly can. Chum tied and blindfolded.
It sounds like a brain teaser.
It is a bit of a brain teaser. It's a bit of a puzzle.
On video, Balcom walked us through the process.
Saying it like he's strumming a guitar.
For the theater's latest production, Cambodian rock band.
So this action right here, you might say he moves the camera in and out towards and to and away from her, but all we really have time for in that moment is he moves the camera wildly.
Balcom attends rehearsals,
This one is slightly longer.
marking pauses on stage in his script with circles. The numbers above indicate how many beats he has to speak. His notes in pencil are what the audience hears.
So in this moment, what he does is he hands her the camera and he goes and poses in front of the sign. I had to parse it down to make sure that the description of him making a face like a fish landed at the same time as the laugh did in the show.
People with disabilities often don't even think about going to theater because they just assume it's inaccessible.
Mike Irvin helps coordinate access programs at Victory Gardens.
You can feel there's dials.
Their efforts include touch tours before performances, where audiences are guided around the stage, becoming familiar with the sets and costumes, and even meet the actors who describe their characters.
Oh, okay.
And that's where we encountered Deborah Stein.
Most of my life, I've attended theater that didn't have any particular accommodations.
Gave me the key.
Now and then would nudge the person next to me and say, "What's happening?" and try to keep it low.
His arms around in a circle, like a rock star.
So it really enriches the experience.
And that's the last word. In Lincoln Park, Vince Girasoli, CBS 2 News.
What a cool story. Those accommodations are available at select Victory Gardens performances. Their innovations are catchy. The Second City recently initiated its own audio description program.